On every Buddhist altar, there's a representation of the Buddha's body, which is usually a statue, and the speech of the Buddha, which is a text, and then there's the mind of the Buddha, which is a stupa. I think if you had to boil it down to a couple of words, it would be like a sacred spiritual monument. Stupas symbolize the body, speech, and mind of the Buddha. They symbolize the whole path.
I think having a stupa like this in Raleigh, North Carolina, as I mentioned earlier, it's just unbelievable when I think about it, that all the causes and conditions have come together for something like this to be created. I don't think there's anything else in this part of the country that's comparable.
This is a rare stupa. There's one in Swayambhu in Kathmandu, which we're modeling ours after, but this is a pretty rare one to be built and built as big as it is.
Every part of the stupa symbolizes like inner qualities that we can build, we can develop inner qualities. So actually that like entire, like stages how to reach highest level of peace of mind. That's what the stupa is about.
It's a sacred monument and it's a source of inspiration, and it places positive impressions on our mind, on the mind streams of people who have no concept of what it is, for them to be happy, for them to have happiness and to actually achieve enlightenment in the future. Just having the imprint of this stupa on one's mind creates the causes for enlightenment. The time, it was around the year 2000. I can't remember exactly the date. But Lama Zopa Rinpoche had come and given some teachings, and one of the things that we often ask is, what can we do to make the Dharma more accessible, to make it, to help the center grow, because the purpose of the center is to help people. So we want to grow so we can help more people. And Rinpoche, he always comes up with big ideas. And this one was to build a stupa.
That was before we even had this building that we're in now. It's when we were in a very small rental space, and there was no possibility of building a stupa at that time. But since we're now in our own space and own this land, it's become a possibility and is now becoming a reality.
And Rinpoche also, in his sort of mandate on how to do this, he suggested that it be built in front of the building so it could be visible by a lot of people who were driving by. That was very important to him.
Well, one of the great things about a stupa is that even if you're not a Buddhist, it's that just seeing it or walking past it makes a positive imprint on your mind stream that will ripen at some point in the future.
Anybody who has the visual impression of it, whether they believe in, whether they understand it, whether they have any sort of faith in the power of a stupa, they will receive a blessing. In the same way that if you look at a picture of your mom, you get a good feeling. It'll be a beautiful, amazing work of art.
And so we have a fantastic location for this. The stupa's facing a major road. I think there's several thousand cars that will go past it daily. We're right near the state fairgrounds, so during that time of the year there'll be tens of thousands of people who are exposed to the stupa. And then we have a railroad track with Amtrak trains on it that go by several times a day. So it's a very powerful place to build a stupa. I think I can't really answer this, but I think the merit is even greater just because of the location.
Building a stupa that purifies negative thought, actions, the tendencies, and then create extensive merit. So this is opportunities, so more people involved, so that more energy gathers. So more energy gathers, more holy it becomes.
These stupas, they come in lots of different shapes and sizes, but this is a pretty rare one to be built and built as big as it is.
I don't think there's anything else in this part of the country that's comparable. It's really exciting to see the way Buddhism has spread from this landlocked country of Tibet through Nepal and India and is now coming to all parts of the United States. This is just a very vivid representation of what's going on, I think.
Somebody who's practicing at the level most of us are need to look for opportunities to create merit, and one of those opportunities is to either work on a stupa or contribute to creation of holy objects that might go into the stupa, or make monetary donations toward paying the bills of the stupa. So there are a lot of ways somebody who's really intent on practicing Buddhism and practicing the perfection of generosity sees, for example, contributing to a stupa as a privilege and an opportunity.
One of the benefits of building a stupa like this is it gives the community here a tremendous opportunity to come together and build something together. There were the people who worked on the plans, going to the planning commission, getting the permits. We have people pouring concrete. We have people who rolled the mantras and prayers that go inside the stupa. We've had people who bring food to the people who are working on the stupa. And there's just been a tremendous outpouring of energy and excitement around the project.
There are a lot of people that have, who really consider making a donation to a holy object like this like an opportunity. They see it as a privilege to be able to support with their money and whatever means they have the creation of a holy object like a stupa.
I want people to, really involve in this holy project, physically, mentally, time, whatever you can do. I think this, you are doing for yourself. That's what I just want to share. Okay.